You are not your job. You are not how much money you have in the bank. You are not the car you drive. You are not the contents of your wallet. You are not your frickin' khakis. You are the all singing, all dancing crap of the world. Okay, that's Fight Club in a nutshell. A wild, angry, beautifully insane film that blew the walls off cinema in 1999 and somehow became both a cultural critique and the poster child for everything it was trying to destroy. So, here's the real question in 2025. Is Fight Club still relevant? Or has it just become the favorite movie of guys who drink protein powder, think they're philosophers, and quote Tyler Durden just to justify them skipping therapy? Let's find out. Quick spoiler warning, nothing major, but we are going to talk about key scenes and themes. So, if you're super spoiler sensitive, consider this your friendly spoiler alert. First, quick and dirty summary. Fight Club is based on a 1996 novel by Chuck Palahniuk and directed by David Fincher, who, by that point, already had 7 under his belt, which we'll be doing shortly, so keep an eye out for that. Fight Club stars Edward Norton as an unnamed narrator who's sleep deprived, miserable, addicted to IKEA catalogs, and going to support groups he doesn't need. Then enter Tyler Durden. Tyler Durden is played by Brad Pitt. Tyler is the exact opposite of the narrator. He is cool, ripped, confident, and chaotic. Together, they start an underground fight club in basements across America where the men beat the hell out of each other to feel something real. But what starts off as a bare-knuckle therapy slowly evolves into something much darker, a violent, anti-corporate cult called Project Mayhem. Now, if you've managed to dodge the twist all these years, we're not the ones who ruin it for you. Just know it starts with insomnia and ends with you questioning capitalism, identity, and whether your IKEA bookshelf is part of the problem. It's chaos, therapy, bars of soap, and a black eye all in one. Now, when Fight Club first dropped in 1999, it didn't light the world on fire. Well, not right away. It was polarizing. Too violent, too weird, too angry. Critics didn't know what to make of it. Audiences were confused, and studio execs were sweating. Then, it hit DVD. And from there, it exploded. It became a generational anthem for everyone who ever felt numb, trapped, overworked, overwhelmed, and deeply suspicious of every ad telling them of who they need to be. It tapped into a very specific male anxiety that hadn't been named yet, kind of a spiritual claustrophobia. You get up, you go to work, you buy things you don't need, you build your identity out of brands, and somewhere along the way, you forget who you actually are. Does this still land with audiences in 2025? Hell yeah, it does. If anything, it lands harder. We are in an age of content creators telling you how to live. Every TikTok is a tutorial, and every ad outline is personalized for you. Try talking about a product when you're near your phone or computer, then go check your Facebook 3 hours later. You know what I'm talking about. Also, the pressure to perform your identity, to brand yourself, is everywhere. And Fight Club, it's screaming in your face to burn it all down. But let's be clear, it's not just about punching and chaos. At its core, Fight Club is about masculinity in crisis. The narrator, Ed Norton, isn't just bored, he's lost. He's been neutered by cubicles, corporate jargon, and polite society. The world told him to be soft, agreeable, presentable. And part of him wants to rebel. He wants to be wild, dangerous, free. And then he meets Tyler Durden. It's not subtle, and that's the point. Fight Club is not a quiet movie. It's not here to gently unpack its themes, punches those themes into your face, sprays them with blood, and makes you question whether you're the victim or the villain. But here's where things get complicated and why this movie has such a weird cultural legacy. People misread it, like a lot. Some viewers, walked away thinking that Fight Club was endorsing Tyler Durden, that he was the hero, that beating up strangers, making soap out of fat, blowing up credit card companies was the message. that this was the blueprint for freedom. But the film, it's smarter than that. It doesn't worship Tyler, it warns us about him. Yes, Tyler is charismatic. Yes, he speaks the truth, but only at first. Then he starts controlling, gaslighting, destroying. He becomes a dictator, a cult leader. The guy who said, "You are not your job," becomes obsessed with building an army. The real arc of the movie isn't about joining the rebellion, it's about surviving it, about realizing that freedom and destruction are not the same thing, that sometimes the things you create to save yourself eventually will try to kill you. And that's still relevant. In an era of internet radicalization, algorithm-driven rage, and 1,000 voices screaming for your attention, the Tyler Durdens are everywhere. They've just got podcasts nowadays. So, the movie isn't telling you to join the fight, it's telling you to wake up, to question the system, and all the voices telling you to burn it all down. Now let's talk style for a second, because this film is a masterclass in direction. David Fincher goes off in this movie. There are visual breadcrumbs sprinkled early on. It kind of makes you want to rewind and say, "Hey, wait, was that what I think it was?" The camera flies through trash cans and coffee pots. The lighting is sickly and industrial. The whole thing feels like it's rotting from the inside out. And the sound design, explosive. The Dust Brothers soundtrack, chaos sent to beats. And the cinematography is dirty, grimy, beautiful. It's not a pretty movie, but it's perfect. I mean, Edward Norton's performance is full off twitchy genius. Brad Pitt, iconic, wild-eyed, swaggering, terrifyingly fun, and Helena Bonham Carter as Marla, unhinged in the best way. She's the only one telling the truth while everyone else is cosplaying meaning. But let's be real, Fight Club is not for everyone. It's dark, it's violent, it's chaotic. It doesn't give you clean answers, and depending on who's watching it, it either inspires self-reflection or delusion. But that's what makes it art. It doesn't care if you're comfortable. It wants you awake. It wants you to question your habits, your brands, your masculinity, your identity, your trauma, your need to perform. What would you destroy if no one could stop you? Would you burn your IKEA furniture or the entire sense of self? So, is Fight Club still relevant today in 2025? More than ever. But only if you're watching it for the right reasons. If you're looking for permission to be angry, to punch down, to dominate, you missed the point. But if you're looking for a mirror to see what parts of yourself have been asleep, what parts have been bought off, numbed out, that's what this movie is about. That's the fight. First rule of Fight Club, yeah, we all know the line. Just don't use it like it means something if you miss the whole message.